Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to discuss about Mercury-Jupiter conjunction. It's a bridging between intellect and higher wisdom. So just to start with one quote I remember, the true wisdom is not accumulation of data, but alchemy of turning the mind into bridge for a divine. So when your logic learns to listen to the silence of your intuition, you stop merely existing. You begin to speak the language which divine want, which is the language of universe. Welcome back. Today we will decoding one of the most intellectually potent combination. I think it's one of the best combination if anyone having this in the Vedic astrology called Mercury-Jupiter conjunction. Mercury is a prince. Mercury is a quick witted communicator where Mercury loves communication. He's a master of magic, the master of embodiment of our free will. Why? Because it's a lord of third and sixth house. So both the houses denotes the free will, like Gemini and Virgo. Whereas Jupiter is a minister, he is sage, he is a fountain of higher wisdom, philosophy, and cosmic wisdom. So when they meet, what happens? There is a union of data and its meaning. So Mercury loves to give data. So there is a lot of communication. There is a communication will happening, but does it interpret the data? I will say that's not the job of Mercury to convert that data in a useful information which Jupiter does. And hence, where the speed of mind encounters the depth and touching the soul is where the Mercury Jupiter combination comes. Mercury is what is a school teacher who give knowledge to pupils, students who are growing. You are actually that the job Mercury is doing. Jupiter is what? A college professor, a university professor who gives higher understanding, which probably normal human beings may not understand. That's where the Jupiter's role come. Now there is a dynamic of enmity is also there. Why it is always perceived there is an enmity between these two planets? Why? Because it's a fundamental. Mercury represents logic, which he will see from his eyes, which is doing a transaction, which is trying to do communication, and which will be through questioning, skepticism, and detail. Okay, whereas Jupiter is faith, it's all about senses, feelings, which thrives on surrender, broad vision, and belief. So just imagine if Jupiter sitting in one of the sign like Gemini is a Marankaraka Jupiter. Jupiter doesn't have any sense because there is a plethora of data coming from the Mercury, and Jupiter may not be interested to doing that. Jupiter say, "Give me a small data chunk of. We will analyze it and we will come out of with some kind of extremely useful information which will be helpful for people." And just imagine if Mercury is also in the Pisces. What is Mercury? Mercury is present. Mercury talks about what exactly I want to do in my daily activity. Hence, Mercury has become very, very successful in the Virgo. Why? Because Virgo is your daily routine. Virgo is a daily challenges, struggle. You cannot sit with Jupiter and do the learning how I will deal this my daily challenges. If some electricity is not there, how you will handle this thing. If there is a water challenge is there, how you will handle this. Not Jupiter is not going to do that. Jupiter, Mercury's job is to handle the struggle. And that is the reason in the sixth house, Mercury become exalted because that is where your brain need to be used. Mercury's brain. Mercury gives you that kind of knowledge, which or quick understanding to handle the issues or challenges in your life. And if you see Mercury goes in Pisces, what will happen? Pisces is a totally a sign which is partially remain in reality and partial go in a spiritual form. Mercury doesn't understand spirituality. Mercury clearly says, I am here, I am now, I want to answer it now. You ask me question, I will respond, becomes the Mercury. But someone is trying to give a kind of theory or theorems on certain activities and say, "Okay, okay, this is the reason you can get experience." Mercury is visibility. Mercury sees you. Mercury look at you and see answer you. Jupiter is feeling, all experience. So Mercury's Eureka moment can be a good communication, whereas Jupiter's Eureka moment is just sitting idle, doing nothing, and suddenly certain thought come, and that could be a life-changing thought he will be getting, and that's a Eureka moment for a Jupiterian. So when this combination come together, imagine what is happening. Mercury perspective is different. You see, if you I cannot measure, I cannot analyze it, that means it doesn't exist. I don't believe in this. What Jupiter says, even if I don't felt, even if don't understand, yet there is a divine law. There is a feeling. There are senses. Through senses, I get this experience, and suddenly that if that feeling is not coming, that wow moment is coming in from that kind of knowledge you are gaining, it becomes useless. If it is not coming, Jupiter feel useless. So what is this? This is a very fascinating friction. This becomes a very kind of astrological combination, you can say, between these two and all. But important part is this really a does it really a enmity in a 21st century? No. In 21st century, this becomes one of the fabulous combination. It is a very productive, it's a productive tension. Mercury is a student. Jupiter is a guru or a teacher. He's standing. Mercury will question Jupiter as well. Why are you doing this? What is your intention over this? So that is the reason Mercury gets sometimes disturbed or getting disturbed between this tension. He create that disturbs. So it forces the native to refine their beliefs through logic and validate their logic through wisdom. Okay, so that's the difference between Mercury and Jupiter. So what is there? Mercury, if anyone is having a Mercury Jupiter combination, just imagine the person will get a spiritual feeling reading some of the mythological books or historical books, like religious books. He will read the texture, and the Mercury Jupiter combination guy can get a kind of experience. Mercury's books, Mercury's children, Mercury's education. Imagine Jupiter is coming there. The person will learn higher philosophy, person will do higher wisdom. Mercury is a forehead. So someone is looking at you, you can just look at his forehead and say, okay, he's having good Mercury or is a bad Mercury. But also look at the nose. Nose is Jupiter. So if the nose is good, you can see that okay, the person Jupiter is also good. So Jupiter is so Mercury will communicate, but his job is to communicate. What to communicate, how intelligently communicate, he will do that. But if you ask some questions with a little bit higher or beyond the syllabus, probably Mercury may get disturbed or fumbled. Here you need a Jupiter because he can do that interpretation, he can do that, and that higher wisdom coming from Jupiter. Mercury's brain, Moon says a subconscious mind, but Mercury is a conscious mind. You are talking to each other, you are communicating to each other, you are consciously taking some decisions. That's a Mercury decision. In whole life, you are a good decision maker, that means Mercury is good. If decision making is challenging, Mercury is disturbed. Also understand Mercury's intelligence. How strong your intelligence is connected with Mercury. The brain is connected with Mercury. Whereas what oxygen you take, what kind of you house your liver and all those growth is related to Jupiter. So the Mercury guy who is actually with the Mercury Jupiter combination, they will be forming a good combination for a good educator, a good professor, a good knowledge person, a good teacher. Okay, he will give awesome guidance. He will give consulting solution provider, because intelligence come from Mercury. He understand the tweak the conversation Mercury will do to ensure that the clients or the people or the pupils or students will be happy. Jupiter gives that validation, that how do you answer with the question, that answer will be given by Jupiter. What is a Mercury is a opportunity. He's a very opportunist. He's very precision. He's a perfect oriented. So you just know the Mercury sitting in someone's sixth house in Virgo. You will see that the Mercury guy is having the sixth house Mercury. He will be absolute great critic. He will question in everything. You are doing this, you are doing that. People who are in journalism, or even in the in I will say publishing house, they will do good Mercury. When Jupiter comes, this gives a luck. So for a commercial aspect, you will do getting a luck. Your expansion activity can happen. So someone is having a business. If Mercury and Jupiter is there, the person will grow in his life. He will have solid combination of good businessman because he's having a divine blessing. Jupiter is divine. If someone is Mercury is looking for education, just look at what is happening. The person will learn humanity. Person will learn biology, biotechnology. Person will learn higher wisdom. He will learn philosophy. And this is where you need to look at the combination of these two. You just don't know things, you understand the application of knowledge. Mercury is the tool. Jupiter is the resource where the entire churning of the information can happen and come. So you can become an eternal student if you have this combination. You whole life you are learning. The people with Mercury, Jupiter together, whole life they will be learning, learning and learning, because this combination is awesome combination for the people who really take the education and really starting as a pupil, a small child, to a matured human being with a guru kind of capabilities, with Jupiter comes into picture. Now you gain ability to articulate a complex and abstract philosophies into a very simple form, practical language, because Jupiter is all abstract philosophies which is not easily understood by Mercury. But Mercury has the ability to tweak it and make it a practical experience to the people. So he can explain a very difficult task of humanities or liberal arts and all, where people learn something which is not easily available and people don't understand, but with Mercury they get that tactical knowledge to handle the conversation and answering the people. That is where the Mercury Jupiter combination is awesome, extremely good combination. So let's talk about the 12 signs and what is happening with them as far as Mercury Jupiter combination comes together. Let's talk about Aries. We'll start with Aries. So Aries, it's a Mars sign, impulsive sign. If this combination come there, you will become extremely sharp, assertive, superb communication. But you used your intellect to pioneer some of the new initiatives, especially in the philosophies. That's a strength because it is self. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about as an individual, we talk about ourselves. That is where this combination is sitting on your head. By the way, in Aries or in first house, the combination where Mercury and Jupiter both get the digbala or strength. So the person will be extremely intelligent, extremely intelligent. He is having a divine support. He will do great in life. So Aries, Mercury, Jupiter. Yes, Mercury is little challenging because your communication become little impulsive. Yet I will say Jupiter is blessing you. Jupiter is giving you that protection of handling the things. Jupiter in first house itself, take my words, the person will have great child, great marriage, and luck is also good. His relationship overall is luck is also supporting. If just imagine Mercury is coming there. Let's talk about Taurus. It's a Taurus is all about charisma, Venus, where practical intelligence is required. And you excel in managing finance because the accumulation, second house is accumulation. Jupiter comes here. He will give that wisdom how to accumulate. Mercury gives the technique to solve having the money with you as much as possible. So it's a calculated wisdom, and this kind of finances, and you will help in the resources. You are expert in that. You're finance manager. Great work. Gemini. Oh man, this is going to be a master communicator. I think all the big shots who are good influencer, good communicator. Just imagine the Mercury and Jupiter together. They are giving that person aura, the aura which is like it's a lightning fast conversation. Yet he will talk that topic. It's a most complex child. It's topics to a small child, 5 years child. He will explain that ability that person is having, a master communicator. Hats off to those guys. Cancer. Cancer, it's an intuitive wisdom, but please understand, Mercury is not comfortable in Cancer. He get restless. But Jupiter is there. He is blessing that. So he is controlling that challenge, and his inner wisdom, intuitive wisdom, help that native to use and protect nature and family, and also the community. He want to do something for the community, but understand, Mercury is an exchanger. He's a conversation. He's a management guy. He cannot sitting in the house. He want to be at the 10th house where he want to work. He do communication, marketing. At home it not required. So Mercury Jupiter combination is, there is a stability, there's a kind of subtleness will come because of this. Leo, man, this is another teaching skills where the persons get authority and command. What he speaks is a solid conversation. He will do creative teaching. He will give how to use your right brain. It's like you command the respect through or oratory skills, how to build your oratory skills and the leadership qualities. A lot of you see all the big universities are setting up those kind of leadership initiatives and all. It's all Mercury Jupiter combination in Leo. That's what happens. Virgo. Now, Virgo is a sign which is typically, obviously Mercury get exalted here and get a analytical precision. The person can find out the fault in anything. You just give him the best of the best quality information, he still find out the problem in that. Not that he want to be that. He's a nature. He will find out the critic, and his critic nation is there. But you are a natural researcher as well, statistician, great statistician, who find a meaning out of the smallest detail, the miniature information they can find out. They can go at a micro level to find out the information. They don't require to be knowing everything, but still every small thing they will do the big detailing kind of information they will find out. Libra, it's a diplomatic wisdom. Most Librans anyway are in the diplomacy and all, the great communicator, building up the good relation with the opposite clients or inform partner or even your spouse. You are ultimate mediator. You can actually handle the lot of conflicts issues using your logic and balance the restore and relationship, giving that feeling that everyone is in the win-win situation. That's the quality of Libra, who is having the combination of Mercury and Jupiter. Mercury and Jupiter in the Scorpio sign. It's a psychological insight. It's a combination which will it's a secrecy. It's like a transformative sign. It's not an easy sign for Mercury. It's very difficult sign for Mercury, but Jupiter also there. So what happens? These people get into much depth of every research oriented. It's not they want to be a fabulous communicator, but they have the conversation they will do. It is like not all the people can able to talk about these conversations. They are uncover the hidden truths which nobody is able to find out, and speak a transformational subjects. They want to transform the people who come into contact with them. They will transform them, and that's the reason this combination works for them. Sagittarius is absolutely philosopher. Sagittarius is like, anyway, it's a sign of philosophy where Jupiter is also his own sign. Mercury goes there and Mercury try to speak about this conversation, and the mind is becoming very expansive, and you are destined to share knowledge on a global scale. You guys go on a great communication. You are going to be on a global platform, speak about it, and that's where the Sagittarius sign. Capricorn, it's a structured learning. You apply your wisdom to build lasting institutions and legacies. You create your own legacies. Mercury, Jupiter in the 10th house. Here, while both planets, Mercury may be comfortable here, but Saturn, not, Jupiter is not that comfortable in the Saturn sign in Capricorn yet, but he will achieve that respect. He will get that respect. He will attain. People want him to be in the part of their community and work, because he is having that communicator, dispute resolver, and he will able to handle this communication. So this is a great combination in even in the 10th house. Aquarius, humanitarian intellect. You love humanity. You are into humanity. You love helping others, and humanitarian activity, you will be always ahead. Your intellect will work in that. You will come with new ideas. You innovate something good for masses, and your ideas will be in always ahead of your time. So you are a very, you can say, visionary. You become visionary in Aquarius. So that's a great combination. Pisces, I will say, it's a spiritual depth. You will learn as much as spirituality through logics merge with intuition. So you also have a very strong intuition, but Mercury is not very comfortable. But you try to find out the logics even from the old scriptures and books where you can actually find out. You have a reading habit. That reading habit also transform you into your spiritual person. You are possess a natural and mystical understanding of the existence, and that way you can look at Pisces. So what is a conclusion we want to say? The combination is a license of influence. You aren't meant just here to observe and just of the world and just meant to rewrite how people see it. But the danger in intellectual paralysis also you get. So it is very important. Stop holding the information. Mercury thrives on exchange. Jupiter thrives on expansion. So the moment you learn some new idea, new thoughts, new initiatives, you start sharing or teaching the others. That is the eventual growth in your life is gonna happen from Mercury Jupiter combination. So don't wait to be an expert. Your intellect is flow through your system, and when you speak, you are inviting the universe breathe through you, and that is become important. So become a vessel and watch the data which turn into the destiny for yourself as well as for the rest of the world. Hope you like my uh, video on this. I try as much as possible making it today's point of context rather than talking about more of a traditional way, to ensure that you have today's life, 21st century, how you look at the overall Mercury Jupiter combination. Don't underestimate this combination. This is a fabulous conversation. I am telling you, the Mercury Jupiter combination, good educator, good learner, they must have done at least graduation, post graduation, and different difficult topics of philosophy as well, biology or even management and all. You guys gonna do great. So this combination is a blessing for you from divine and is communicating to you. Learn and teach others. Learn and also help others. That is this combination is telling you. Ensure that this will go to all your friends and family who are actually having a Mercury Jupiter combination, and also add your thoughts, add your combinations in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer. I will try as much as possible. I answer each and in one of them. But divine is with you, and I think it's he's looking at you. And the moment you realize that the eureka moment you will get in your life, your life is gonna change. You will start getting the manifestation. See, understand, Mercury is all about communication. What you communicate, that will manifest, because Jupiter is sitting with that. So manifestation, divine is always sitting with you. What you communicate, what you understand, what you listen, that is getting manifested. So take that as an opportunity and live the life great way. So thank you so much. And if you like my video, please give the like button. If you love my channel, do subscribe. I will come with various innovative ways to ensure that you get some new information and some unique, because anyway there are thousands of videos are coming on the same topic, but my perspective is there to you get the best of the best information which generally not been discussed. And that's what from my side. I got one message. Dua Loon. Hi, sir. Hello. Hello. You connected. Divine is with you. So thank you and have a great day.